Welcome everyone to another segment of in-demand reviews, and this is of course reviews done by me. Now, I'm not sponsored by anybody to actually do this review. Dyson and Eureka didn't. I'm doing my own honest review here, and the only way I'm getting compensated is by you viewing this video, or of course you buying this product using the link right below. So first off, I only like to do reviews on products that I actually enjoy using. It is fair for me and it is also fair for you. For example, we are going to be comparing in this video the Dyson V8 Animal versus the Eureka. The Eureka one is something I have been using for a few years now. It is a great vacuum, and I really like it. This is actually the second version of the same vacuum. I used to have the same exact vacuum before and it actually broke. So this is version 2 of the same vac, except this is the higher end model of it, and it's performing pretty well. What problems I ran into with this one? Well, eventually the hose ripped a little bit over here, so I had to tape it. Yeah, it looks kind of ghetto, but it is still working. And for something that went through about 5 years of, that's actually good. Have you ever seen a vacuum that actually lasted for 5 years? That is insane, really. And it's still working like new. Now, the problems I was having with this vac is pretty simple. First of all, to empty everything out, you're gonna have this nasty thing right here. And when you empty it out, you open it up and all the dust flies out of it, and of course you need to wash the filter after every single time and then put it back in. Now, if you're like OCD or something and you don't like dust, that's not for you. Except for that, so that's one of the issues I had with this one. Now, if you want to prolong the life of this vac and not break it, I heard a lot of reviews saying this thing broke after a few years or after a few months or even less. I just don't use this part right here with the brush. This is the easiest thing, and this thing will break first in any vacuum. And sometimes when it breaks, it stops working. When it stops working, it's going to kill the engine of it. So that's why I usually just use this. I don't even need this part below anyway. I don't know if it's going to kill the vac eventually or not, but that's something for you to know about the Eureka. And another thing I disliked about is, of course, this thing right here. All the dust comes out of here when it sucks it, because it doesn't have the hefty filter. It has a filter, but the filter is just not good enough. And the last thing I disliked about this one is the cord. Cord is long, but again, it is a cord, and the issues with the cord, of course, is that you can only bring it so much. So that's what I didn't like about it. What I liked about this one, Eureka, it is a great small vac for $30, or sometimes it's a little bit higher. You can't go wrong here. It's very cheap, works very well, lightweight. The noise level is insanely loud. That is true about that. That's one thing I don't like about. But the great thing is, as a vacuum, that's all you really care about, is how good does it suck. And it sucks very well. So this vacuum, I would say, for the price, for what it is, it's about 8 stars out of 10. Now, let's put this aside, because we're talking about the masterpiece here. So we compared it to this one. This is, and there is a reason why this is called the V8 Animal, because it is a beast. Now, it has its own issues too, and maybe we should get into the issues with this. One of the issues is, of course, the great thing about this, it's cordless. The bad thing about this, you have to charge it. How long you have to charge it? About 5 hours before you get to use this thing. It's supposed to go for 40 minutes, but if you use it on the max section, plus you're using it with the different tools, you might be looking at 25 minutes or less of use. But that's the bad thing about it. Now, here's a cool thing about this. And I didn't see those extra things in here. So I don't know, you probably have to buy 2 screws in order for you to put this on the wall. But it comes with this handy thing. So you can actually put this on the wall. Not sure exactly how. Oh, this way, I think. Some way. I don't know how exactly you're going to be putting it in here. Anyway. Oh, that's how it goes. Right there. So, it goes like that. There we go. Put this in. And what it does, it's supposed to... It doesn't seem to stick. That's not good. It's supposed to, for you be able to put this on the wall. Oh, it does come with the screws right in the back. And then you can just grab it out of there and start working on it. If you don't want it on the floor. I'm never going to use this piece, by the way. It's cool, totally unnecessary and unneeded. Now, here's a few other things it comes with. Instruction manual that I never read. Really nice, 2 pages of it. And if you buy it from an authorized reseller, of course, you get a 5-year warranty. And you can get really nice prices on it on Amazon. Sometimes it goes pretty cheap on sale. Now, Amazon does come with its own money-back guarantee as well. As you know, Amazon products, that's how they're famous for. And here is a quick setup and guide in case you want to get it done pretty quick. Let's go back to the Dyson. So, here it is. Look how small and cool size this is. The filter itself, I'm amazed how it looks like. It's like this thing looks like one of those space age guns or something. Cool. Okay. Normal suck. Let's test it. Super suck. Max suction. That's what it's called. Max suction. That's how loud it gets. So let's hear it. 10-second test of super loud and just loud. Just loud. So it goes for 40 minutes. You're going to be listening to this. Not bad. Super suck. Very good. Now, a few other cool things about this. Easily interchangeable, and this is my favorite part. Look what you can do with this. Oops. Now, if there's anything cooler than that, I don't think I ever seen it. Look at this. This is amazing. So you can reach anywhere with this and suck it, of course. Now, the second coolest thing about this is that this converts by itself to actually an actual vacuum. Look how miniature it is. From handheld, it goes into actually a full-size vacuum, and you can vac the floors with it. It's actually pretty handy, and I tried it. Now in this video, I'm just going to be doing the overview of all the equipment, so you can see what you're getting here. You get this brush right here, which is the miniature, and this is my favorite brush of all times. Of course, I almost always use that one. For the floors, we have this thing, and it works pretty well. We have some miniature brush like this for vehicles, I would believe, or maybe for pets and animals. Do it for the crib or something. Here's a miniature one. It's just like this. It's just the mini size of it. And another one. This is for actually computers. So here are the things that I like about this one. It sucks really well, and you'll be surprised of how good it actually works compared to other handholds. And it is pretty lightweight, easily interchangeable of all the tools. Where's another one. You can do the mini vacuum cleaner, and this one is great for carpets. Just like that. Another thing you have to know about this one is that it has the HEPA filter built right in there. So whatever air comes out of it, it's actually better for you to breathe than the air it sucks in. So unlike the other one, which sucks in all kinds of dust and it goes right over you, this one sucks all the good dust comes on you, which means no dust whatsoever because it gets stuck in this high-tech filter, and this is HEPA 99.9 filter. So the air is going to be super clean, as if you're cleaning the room with your own filter high filtration system. That's how great this thing actually is. It's like space-age technology in your bedroom for the price of what? For a very expensive price, of course. I'm not saying this is cheap, but it's totally worth it. And the battery gets a little heated. So issues I'm having with this, why I actually kind of dislike it. Well, first of all, if you run this and you have to run it on the super high speed, it's going to go low after around 25 or so minutes. It's going to go a lot faster because you're running a lot of extra tools. And if you're running this one, of course it's going to go lower. And you'll be like, oh man, I didn't finish the job and I need to finish it, so I have to keep charging it. By the way, if you charge it all the way to full capacity, it should last you for around 25 minutes or so. I haven't timed it, but it seems to be exactly what it is. The great thing about this is this tool right here. Look at how long it is. You can reach places you never reached before. You can walk around 3 floors of the house and vacuum with this. If you have a lot of pets, you have to do this a lot. And it becomes a fun experience. Remember, you can walk with something like this, and you know, every time you see a puddle of dust, you can go and like grab it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Yep. That's the cool thing about this. And the great thing about grabbing like small spectacles of dust all over the place, you don't need to plug it in every single time, which is great because now, since you don't need to plug it in every single time, you can just go walk all around the house and just keep on grabbing small spectacles of dust all over the place. If you have nothing better to do, this is the perfect vacuum for you. Of course, if you enjoy sucking dust, this is what it's made for. Now, other things I like about this, well, let's put it this way, you're getting a real workout here, but there's a plus and minus here. One, the minus here is you gotta press on this for this to work. And if you let go, it stops. Let me show you. I just let go and it stopped. On the other hand, this dude right here, once you turn it on, it stays on and it sucks all the time. And if you don't want it on, you just turn it off. Now, that makes it easier for you to vac because all you need to do is hold this with one hand and another one you can suck. But guess what? This beats this beast to it. This is why it's called the animal. It is the beast. All you need is one hand. That's it. Over there you have to have 2 hands because you're actually using it and you're pointing it where you're going to be sucking on it. Although you did turn it on, you still need 2 hands. With this one, you just use one hand. You turn it on and you suck it. When you let go, it stops. So if somebody calling you and you have to let go, you let go. So maybe it's a minus, maybe it's a plus. Depends. If your hand gets twitchy, guess what? There is an easy solution for you. Just use like some tape or something, tape it to it. I don't know. That's another way for you to do this. Anyways, my #1 issue with this, and might not be an issue for you, is the way it actually, the air comes out. So with the other one, it comes out from the hole right here. Let me show you what I mean. Oops. There's a hole that goes right there. See that? Away. The hole right here. And problem is, it spits all the dust out of it too. and it can go right in your face or whatever, but it spits out in one direction. That's actually a good thing, okay? Now, some person who is such a genius, who created this, almost the perfect rack, they had to do one wrong thing. And I would say, here's one thing they could have done. Why don't they create a hole right here where it comes out? Right there. Problem is, this thing has two holes. And they come out from both ends. Okay? Both ends like this. So, when you're turning it on, the wind comes out shooting this way and that way. So, when I went and I did this next to the plants, okay, I was vacuuming it right here and my plants were right there. So all the ground just flew out of the plants all over the place and I had to vacuum extra. Of course, I totally enjoyed it because I had this super duper super vac on me. But I wasn't happy with that. So you have to be a little careful with this. When you're working, because distance like this, you're not going to be too happy with the fan. When you have the super duper extension, you really don't care. Plus, if it's a hot day, here is a benefit, add benefit of this. This could actually cool you off while you're vacuuming. This could be a plus, you know. Let's get it out. Let me show you what I mean. You can just go and style your hair while you're actually vacuuming with this vacuum. How cool is that? So after you take a shower, and if you like to vac, you can go and do that. Ingenious, isn't it? Anyways, this is a $500 vac. It is totally worth it. You can get a cheaper version of this. There is the V6, there is the V7. But you know what sold me on the V8? The V8 itself has a HEPA vac. And it has the filter to it, which makes your air 99.9% cleaner than you suck it in. Plus, this has a better engine. It is faster. It sucks pretty well. And the other one doesn't have it. That's why the extra money is totally worth it. And of course, if you want the best of tech, you want to get the best kind of equipment to get the job done, you're going to pay the extra money for it. And you'll be so glad you actually did. And when you vac, it's going to take your experience to the next level. And I guarantee you, you're going to love this vac. Initially, you might say, maybe I overpaid for it. But you know what? If you are really serious about cleaning, gotta take the vacuum to the next level. And this is the ultimate vac. This is an art piece. Ingenious, beautiful design. Amazing.